Joining us live is Mr. Olusola Teniola, the former President, Association of Telecoms Operators of Nigeria. He will be talking to us on our phone lines in connection with the National Identification Number, NIN. Mr. Teniola, thank you for joining us on Galaxy Television News.
Good evening to you and your listeners and viewers.
Now, let's start with the federal government's NIN deadline. Millions of Nigerians home and abroad are supposed to do this registration, and from information, only about 47.8 million Nigerians have registered. Do you think this deadline date of February 9, is it realistic?
Thanks for that question. I believe that our President Muhammadu Buhari, deadline of January the 19th. We're now on the 21st of January, and as you stated correctly, we have 47.8 million NINs, NINs that still needs to be verified by the NIMC system, and if we assume that everything is 100%, then the World Bank project of having 150 million Nigerians registered would mean that we have a shortfall of about 102 million Nigerians. And I think that if we take a realistic viewpoint, that gap is quite significant. The deadline of February 9th may not be achieved because to date, since the inception of the NIN project, we've only been able to achieve below 50 million registered Nigerians on the NIN ID project. So it would appear logically and mathematically that this date may have to be reviewed by the federal government and extended based on scientific data and obviously the idiosyncratic nature of our environment in terms of lack of infrastructure, logistics risks, and the fact that we have certain Nigerians in the public claiming that the pre-booking system that NIMC has rolled out is actually giving them appointments beyond the 9th of February, in certain cases in April of this year.
Now, there's been several complaints that are trying to link the NIN with the phone lines. It takes a very long time to get confirmation. Why is that so? And how long does it supposed to take? Is it supposed to take to get a confirmation?
I think NIMC needs to really address these issues. I think that it's very obvious to the public and to those that are queuing up at the NIMC's headquarters or centers or the enrollment centers that something is amiss. If the back-end systems, and I'm referring to in particular to the NIMC API, that's the application programming interface that connects to the database, if that wasn't problematic, then we wouldn't be having to wait for 1 week to verify a NIN or a batch of NINs, as the case may be. Because if you factor that delay in to this project, you know definitely that within the next 3 weeks, there's no way that the NIMC system can cope with the magnitude of demands of trying to register every Nigerian, every eligible resident, and I believe diplomats now to the order of, I would guess, around 106 million Nigerians and eligible residents having to try and achieve getting an NIN by the deadline of the 9th of February. So this back-end challenge that they have needs to be resolved immediately. Any front-end applications that they deploy in public needs to be fully tested so that there aren't any embarrassments and any further setbacks to this project. As we know, this project has been going on for many years, and government, or the current administration of government, is trying to achieve an end game but this end game won't be achieved if we're having to battle with many issues, and especially issues that should have been resolved before this deadline was set.
Thank you very much for your contribution, Mr. Olusola Teniola, former President, Association of Telecoms Operators in Nigeria. Thank you for your time, sir.
Thank you.